What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video I will show you one new hero of MMTLP community and two new allies that might help us to win our battle. And before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button. These videos are very difficult to make because it takes me up to 4 hours to collect the information, to make a video and to publish it on YouTube. And I ask you only for 1 second to click the like button. Yesterday's video made a record. Every 1 out of 5 viewers hit the like button. And let's break this record, guys. Please hit the like button and that's all. So, let's start with the news itself. On MMTLP Resources we have two recent news, all of them were published just yesterday, and let me start one by one. First news is this one: community finds new potential ally. Former SEC economist Joshua T. White offers assistance to the MMTLP community. This is a story of how one single tweet can make a difference. On Sunday, community contributor Huckleberry posted a reply to a tweet from John Reed Stark, who was holding an X-Space call, Ask Me Anything, Let's Talk SEC. Huckleberry tweeted the following: No 15C211, no Form 211, no F6 filing, trades through unsolicited trades exemption. How did it trade across brokerages, which appear to be piggyback exemption without meeting the 30-day, 12-day, 4-day requirement? How does it look with Russell providing exemption guidance, and so on and so forth? And he was basically pointing out some of the problems with MMTLP and regulations of 15C211 and others. 8 hours later, he received a tweet response from Josh White, an assistant professor of finance at Vanderbilt University and a former SEC economist. And Josh wrote, "Do send me as many details as you can. We'll contact FINRA, OTC Markets and SEC to try to figure it out. Zero cost to you." I don't believe Huckleberry knows Josh, and on the surface it looks like he's good Samaritan that was likely intrigued with his tweet and has offered some assistance. His offer to contact FINRA, OTC Markets and SEC at zero cost to us made a lot of people in the MMTLP community excited. While we don't know much about Josh other than his website information, we are excited to see if he follows through on at least asking questions about MMTLP situation. Ever since MMTLP's mention and questioning by Senator Mike Grappa to Gary Gensler during an oversight hearing, the number of eyes on MMTLP has increased. And it seems like some well-credentialed people are interested in helping. And guys, I've told you right after this meeting, when Senator Mike Grappa asked Gary Gensler about MMTLP situation, I've told you that we have to move forward and we have to push harder, because at this very moment we have more attention to our case, and if authorities or other people who might help us saw this information from one source and at the same time they can see it from another places, definitely it will give more credibility to our case and it will increase our chances to win. So, while we of course don't know enough about Josh or his offer, we choose to believe in the goodness of people and offer our sincere thank you for any help he can offer us. In a follow-up tweet, he asked the community to share very clear information with him. The link to MMTLP Resources has already been shared. We are hoping he can also look into newly discovered information from community members and see. And here is the tweet of this due diligence. We are a community struggling for over 280 days and have lost funds, been lied to, ignored and misled for months. We'll welcome anyone in with open arms that offer to help our situation. I would suggest you to follow Josh on Twitter and retweet and like his message to show support. Let's be sure not to inundate him with any unprofessional messages or tweets. As always, please be respectful and professional. Thank you, Huckleberry, for reaching out in his X thread, which seems to have caught some attention that may benefit our community The entire MMTLP community is keeping our fingers crossed. And guys, we have an update. Let me show you this. Josh White joined an X space call hosted by Karmic Retribution tonight. He listened to all our stories and facts and has already contacted FINRA. He is seeking answers from regulators for us. Thank you. And this is very important information. So, we have first ally who might help us to win this battle. And let me show you the second news. Representative David Valadao sends SEC letter. Another congressman is on board demanding answers on MMTLP. Valadao represents California's 22nd Congressional District and was contacted by community member 1. The more pressure, the better. Thank you, David Valadao. And here's the letter that David wrote to SEC, and let me show you this in details. Dear Chairman Gasser and President Cook, I am concerned about FINRA decision to halt trade of MMTLP shares, days before it announced MMTLP would be deleted. This issue had been brought to my attention by numerous constituents with deep concerns regarding the status and ownership details of the shares. FINRA's decision to halt trade in these shares without public notice has resulted in the financial suffering of many in my district and throughout the country. The US Securities and Exchange Commission and FINRA have responsibility to protect investors and the wider public, ensuring the stability and integrity of the market. Due to financial distress faced by my constituents, I am seeking information regarding the actions that led to the suppression of trading for MMTLP at the very beginning of December, shortly before the planned removal of this symbol in the mid of December. In response to these concerns, I hereby make the following requests. 1. A concise briefing be delivered to my office from the relevant authority, either the SEC or FINRA, with the capacity to provide insights into the circumstances surrounding the trading halt for MMTLP. 2. A confirmation from FINRA that the trading halt fell within their jurisdiction and followed established industry standards. 3. A clearly outlined written response detailing the expected course of action for my constituents' existing holdings. This should be accompanied by a timeline that outlines the steps and offers an estimated time frame for resolution. And in my opinion, the time frame for resolution is very important, and it might be very scary for SEC and FINRA. I request the delivery of an audited and consolidated count of shares that were held by the investing public related to Metamaterial Series A preferred shares on the date of December 9, 2022. This should encompass all relevant documentation or disclosures to foster transparency and confidence among my constituents regarding their ownership interests. And the second page. Considering the seriousness of this situation and the substantial consequences on my constituents, I urge your prompt attention. I appreciate your consideration of this critical issue. Sincerely, David G. Valadao, Member of Congress. So, we have a 22nd Member of Congress who paid his attention to our case. And I have to say that we have two allies, and let me show you the hero. Hero is a Karmic Retribution, because he held a space call. By the way, guys, definitely I want to give a shout out to Huckleberry, because he started this case with John Reed Stark. But at the same time, Karmic Retribution held a space call, and then he contacted to this senator, and he wrote, I had first contacted with his office back in May, and I have to say that it is not the only achievements that he has. Let me show you his tweet that he wrote 11 hours ago. Thanks to Craig Dubs for reposting the below tweet for me. The timeline is now fully repaired and has been updated to include an entry for what happened with Senator Crapo. Please feel free to use it in any communications related to MMTLP. And here's the tweet that was made by Craig Dubs 11 hours ago. MMTLP. So I have been hearing that many in Congress have been saying that FINRA advised them that trading was always supposed to end after the 8th. this is completely untrue. Here you will find correspondence from 3 major broker-dealers, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity and Schwab. And all of them stated that we would be able to sell on 9th and the 12th. And he also added these screenshots, and these screenshots show the evidence of this illegal activity, because basically it proves the lie from FINRA that the trading was always supposed to end after the 8th. So I think it is a major achievement of our community. And if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you.